Hello again. As you probably know, Storm Kira arrives this weekend, bringing potentially damaging gusts of wind, some very large waves and some very heavy rain as well. Now, there are a number of warnings in force. We have an amber warning now across parts of southeast England in particular. We'll deal with the warnings and Storm Kira in just a moment in more detail, but for the rest of Friday, well, for many places, it's fine out there, dry and bright. The breeze, though, is starting to pick up, and the cloud is steadily thickening, particularly in the west. It's not completely dry, that cloud thick enough for some drizzly rain over Devon, Cornwall, Pembrokeshire and Northern Ireland this afternoon. Elsewhere, it is mostly fine. Some slow-moving patches of fog across parts of northeast England and southeast Scotland, taking a while to clear, but elsewhere generally dry and bright. A brisk breeze, though, making it feel quite chilly on the Aberdeenshire coast, perhaps 10 or 11, maybe 12 in the far southwest, but here it is clouding over, and that cloud will continue to thicken and spread in across most areas through the night. A band of rain will swing from west to east. That rain fairly patchy across the east. Could be heavy for a time across parts of Scotland, snow on the mountains, but generally it's out of the way by the time we get to Saturday morning. With the wind increasing and with the cloud and the rain around for much of the night, it shouldn't be too chilly to start Saturday. And actually, for large parts of the UK, Saturday's a dry and a bright day. The early rain across the northeast clearing away, perhaps lingering until after dawn across Shetland. And then, bar a few scattered showers in the west, most places, as I said, dry and bright through Saturday, but turning increasingly windy, especially across the northwest, as this band of pretty lively rain starts to arrive across Northern Ireland and western Scotland by the middle of the afternoon. Temperature-wise, well, again, 8, 9, 10 or 11 likely across parts of the south. Feeling a bit colder than that, perhaps, though, because of the strength of the winds. The wind's particularly strong on Saturday across northern Britain. That's as the first part of Storm Kira arrives, this tangle of weather fronts. The main part of the storm is out in the Atlantic, being powered along by a really strong jet stream. That pushes that storm system and intensifies it as we go through Saturday night and into Sunday. Look at the number of isobars right across the country on Sunday. So pretty much everywhere susceptible to potentially damaging gusts on Sunday. As I said at the start, there are a number of weather warnings in force. Let's take a closer look at the wind warnings across much of northern Britain on Saturday. We are expecting gusts of 50 to maybe 60 miles an hour, possibly 70 around the coast, potentially causing some travel disruption, certainly interruption to ferry services, road and rail may well also be affected. And there will be some very large and dangerous waves, along with some lashing rain. And there are also rain warnings in force. By Sunday, well, we have a broader yellow warning covering much of the UK for, again, the potential 50, 60 mile an hour gusts inland, maybe more around coasts, and that amber warning across parts of the southeast, where 65 mile an hour gusts are possible inland, maybe 70 to possibly 80 mile an hour gusts on the coast. So again, those kind of winds potentially causing flying debris, certainly travel disruption, potentially also some interruption to power supplies. We could also see some very strong winds in western Scotland later on Sunday. That's something we're keeping a very close eye on. So yes, Storm Kira arriving this weekend, potentially damaging gusts of wind. Stay up to date. Make sure you check the weather warnings. This storm is going to bring different strength of winds to different parts of the UK at different times. So make sure you check whether your area is affected. Best way to do that is to download our app or visit our website, and make sure you're following us on social media.